Welcome to my zone online school. My name is Oswald Ndoda. Welcome, my friend here. I am going to take you in English for grade 6 and 7. Let us remember to put on our masks and let us reach for our bottles of sanitizer and rub in the palms outside in between the fingers, and let us also maintain 1 meter social distance. Today's lesson is going to be on nouns. Right, let us turn to page 3 on nouns. What are nouns? Nouns are naming words. They name people, places, objects, and ideas. Here are some examples of nouns: man, pen, book, Peter, apple, conja, sister, friend, hubabis, Karas region, and Ongwediva. There are 4 main types of nouns. We have common nouns, proper nouns, abstract nouns, and collective nouns. Now, common nouns. A common noun is a word that names any person, place, thing, or idea. Examples of common nouns in sentences. My book is on the table. So, the word book and table, those which are underlined, are the nouns, are the common nouns. My book is on the table. Book and table are common nouns. The next one, Tamika went to school early in the morning. The common noun there, which is underlined, is school. I went to church today. The common noun, which is underlined, is church. There were many people absent. People is our common noun. Right, let's move to proper nouns. Proper nouns are names of specific persons or people, places, things, or ideas. Let's turn to the next page, page 4. They always start with capital letters. These are proper nouns. They always start with capital letters. Most of them are not found in the dictionary. Examples of proper nouns in sentences. My book, Long Walk to Freedom, is on the table. As you can see there, Long Walk to Freedom is underlined. That's the proper noun. It is the name of a book. The next one, Tamika goes to Mati Atisari, Tamika goes to Mati Atisari Primary School. Now, the underlined words Tamika and Mati Atisari Primary School, those are the proper nouns. We I explained the common nouns and the proper nouns, and we said the difference is proper nouns are specific names. Let me write this on the board. Proper nouns are specific names. All right. And common nouns are just names. Right. For example, here, if we say tree, that's a common noun. And here, a specific noun, we say Shilongo. All right. Now, on activity 1, it says, look at the picture and answer the questions. There are some pictures there. Question number 1 says, identify any 10 common nouns from the picture and write them in spaces provided. Common nouns, common nouns. We are only looking at common nouns from the pictures, not proper nouns. Right. For example, a common noun from the picture is a tricycle. Can you see a tricycle? And there is also a pair of shoes in the picture. Those are common nouns. So I want you to complete from number 3 to number 10, writing those common nouns, which you can see. Right, let us turn to page 5. The first one says, use any 2 common nouns from the list and write 2 sentences of your own. Underline the common noun used. For example, I will choose shoes, a pair of shoes. A pair of shoes. Right. This word shoes is my noun, and I want to use it in a sentence. Every day before I come to school, I polish my shoes and put them on. Right. I have used the word, the common noun shoes in a sentence. So that's what I would like you to do. You choose only 2, and then you write sentences. But don't copy the one I have written. All right. Let's move on to activity 2. Read the passage below. Circle all the proper nouns and write them correctly on the lines below. Remember, we said proper nouns are specific names. They are specific names like names of people. And therefore, they must begin with a capital letter whenever you write them. Make sure you begin with a capital letter. Right. Let me read. Mandume lives in a village outside of Rundu, which is the capital of the Kavango East region of Namibia. The town borders Angola and is on the banks of the Okavango River. The bus collects him each Monday and takes him to Rudolph Gondo Primary School. He reads the book, The Great Flood, by Hope Dube, while he travels to the bus. Right. I will repeat the reading, and while I'm repeating, try to identify proper nouns, which are specific names either for people or places or ideas. Right, let's read again. Mandume lives in a village outside of Rundu, which is the capital of the Kavango East region of Namibia. The town borders Angola and is on the banks of the Okavango River. The bus collects him each Monday and takes him to Rudolph Ngondo Primary School. He reads the book, The Great Flood, by Hope Dube, while he travels to the bus. So, we are given number 1 to 10 there. You read and choose proper nouns, which means specific names. For example, I will do number 1 and 2 for you. We have Mandume. Mandume, that's a name of a person. Let me wrap this. Mandume with a capital letter. Mandume. That's our number 1. Number 2, Mandume lives in a village outside of Rundu. Rundu, that's a name of a village, so it should have a capital letter. Right, let's now start reading and writing. Let us proceed to Activity 3, this is on page 6. It says, Bob cannot remember nouns. That word Bob there is a proper noun, okay? Read the descriptions, write down a word of your choosing, and circle the type of noun it is. Right, there's a mistake there. Where it says choosing, it's supposed to be choice. C-H-O-I-C-E. So it would read the descriptions, write down a word of your choice, and circle the type of noun it is. Right, I think it's clear now. On your left, it says, circle the correct answer. Now, how do we answer this? Let's go to number 1. I'll give it as an example. Maybe number 1 and 2 as examples, and then the rest, you do it on your own. Right. The first one, Dash is the brand name of a shoe. Dash is the brand name of a shoe. Right. Do we know brand names? For example, we have Wayne Brenner. That's a brand name of a shoe. So we would say Wayne Brenner is the brand name of a shoe. And we go to common and proper. That name, is it common or a proper noun? That should be a common noun. Number 2, the dash is an animal with a shell. The tortoise is an animal with a shell. Again, it's a common noun. Now do number 3 up to number 10. You underline or circle the word that you'd have written, whether it's proper or common. Now we move on to page 7, where we have our activity number 4. It says, cut out the cards, match the common and proper nouns. Extra challenge is to note, use a few of the proper nouns and the matching common nouns in sentences. Don't forget their capital letters if you write them. Remember, we said proper nouns should begin with capital letters. Turn the cards face down and play matching pairs with a friend, parent, or guardian. Right. Now, we have 3 columns there. The first column is for proper nouns, which should begin with a capital letter. And the second column has got the answer. And the last column is the common noun. For example, we have let me pick on number 1, commerce. Commerce. The word which corresponds with commerce is region. So we say commerce region. All right. Commerce region. And then number 2, there is checkers. Checkers. Checkers is a proper noun which corresponds with G, which is supermarket. Checkers is a supermarket. So, you continue from number 3 up to number 7, finding the corresponding words. Remember, you first cut them out into cards, then you open them up and try to match them. Just like the example that I've given for commerce region and checkers supermarket. Okay, if you have problems, you should ask. Right, let's open on page 8, where we have activity 5. Proper and common nouns. Classify the following nouns in the table below by writing word item in the word bank in the correct column. Let me read again. Classify the following nouns in the table below by writing word item in the word bank in the correct column. Right. We have the word bank there, where we have such words as Swakopmund, superhero, kitchen, school, etc. Now the question is saying, you classify those words as common nouns or proper nouns. Remember, we said proper nouns, always they begin with a capital letter. Like Swakopmund, which is a town, we write it beginning with a capital letter. Right, so I am saying all those words which are specific names, like Swakopmund, we write them under proper nouns, and then the other words, the other names, we write them under common nouns. All right, so we said Swakopmund will go to proper noun, and perhaps Train will go to common noun. Africa, it goes to proper noun. Those are specific names. Africa, remember, is a name of a continent. Right. Let's move on to the next activity on page 9. Right, are we all on page 9? This is activity 6. Proper and common nouns. Identify the underlined word in each sentence as a proper or common noun. Write P for proper and C for common. An example. Manchester United is a good soccer team. The underlined word is Manchester United. You see the way it is written. Capital letter M and capital letter U to show that it's a specific name of a club or a soccer team. So Manchester United is a good soccer team. So in the space provided, there is a P to show that it's a proper noun. Right. The next one says, the Brave Warriors will play soccer tonight at the Independence Stadium. Independence Stadium is a proper noun, which is underlined as well. So, on the space provided, you write a P as well to show that it's a proper noun. It's a specific name. My last example is on number 2. The family will eat lunch together. The family will eat lunch together. The word family is just a common noun. It's not a proper noun. So we write it in small letters, as you can see. So on the space provided, we write a C for common noun. So you can do the rest from number 3 up to number 10, showing us whether it's a common or a proper noun. Make sure you ask if you do not understand. Right. Last but not least, let's go to page 10, which is activity number 7. It says, write your own 6 proper and 6 common nouns in the table down below. 6 proper and 6 common nouns in the table down below. Right. You should take note of the differences between a common noun and a proper noun. Remember, we said a proper noun is a specific name, while a common noun is just a name either of a person, a building, anything that you make. Those names, you write them under common, and then the ones with specific names, you write them under proper nouns. Right. For example, I would choose a word like table. Table is a common noun. And for proper noun, I will choose a word like Namibia. Namibia is the name of a country, which is our country. So it begins with a capital letter, Namibia. So do the rest by writing common and proper nouns. Right, boys and girls, we have come to the end of our lesson. I hope you are not going to forget the difference between proper nouns and common nouns. Remember, I said proper nouns are specific names like Namibia, Okavango, Delta, etc. These are specific names, and common nouns are just simple names like table, chair, tree, etc. Make sure you don't forget that. And we should also not forget to sanitize, keep the social distance. Before we go, let's take our sanitizer and try to sanitize inside our palms, outside, and in between the fingers. And finally, maintain the social distance. Thank you, boys and girls. Bye-bye.
Hi, everyone. I'm Joshi. And make sure to always make a helicopter circle, stretching your arms out and spinning around like me. And make sure you're not touching anyone while doing this. Goodbye!
Prevention is important. Help prevent the spread of illness and keep yourself and others well. Hand washing is one of the most effective ways of preventing the spread of germs. Wash your hands regularly with soap and hot water, scrubbing your hands thoroughly for at least 20 seconds. Hand sanitizers can be used but are not recommended as a substitute for hand washing. Use sanitizers in addition to hand washing or in a situation where soap and water are not available. To avoid spreading germs, limit sharing of personal items such as utensils, cups, and dishes. Your skin acts as a barrier to germs, but your eyes, nose, and mouth are more vulnerable. Wash your hands thoroughly before touching your face, eating, or drinking. Avoid physical contact with others, including handshakes, fist bumps, high fives, hugs, and kisses. Social distancing is deliberately increasing the physical